Mga kapuso, naglabas po ng pahayag ang GMA Network patungkol sa mga isyong inilabas ni Sara Lahbati. GMA Network addresses all issues raised by Sara Lahbati, starting from her posts in the social networking and microblogging site Twitter, which were eventually picked up by the press. The network maintains its stand that Sara Lahbati violated her contract as follows. Sara Lahbati's artist management contract with GMA Network is effective until February 21, 2015. There's no provision for leave of absence in said contract. Any leave is subject to prior agreement between the network and Sara. Therefore, Sara's unilateral decision to go on leave despite its earlier disapproval by the network is a violation of her contract with the network. Further, her declared trip to Switzerland for an indefinite period without the prior consent and approval of the network will be an additional violation of her contract. Despite the rejection of her leave, she ceased to honor her commitments with the network, including her being part of the network's Sunday variety show, Party Pilipinas. Under the provisions of her contract with the network, specifically paragraphs 1.3 and 1.4, it is clearly stated that the artist shall perform the role and appear in the television programs, projects, and events assigned to her and conscientiously fulfill faithfully and promptly any and all engagements or booking contracted to her by GMA. Sara asked to be released from her contract with GMA Artist Center. It must be clarified that GMA AC has no legal personality apart from the network and that Sara's contract is with GMA Network and not with GMA AC. In the same way that a contract requires the mutual consent of the two parties, there cannot also be a unilateral cancellation of the contract by Sara alone. For any violation of her contract with GMA, paragraph 5.2 states that in the event of violation by artist, GMA may, in addition to and without prejudice to any other remedy, recover liquidated damages from artist in the amount equivalent to double artist's minimum guarantee. Regarding the issue of the supposed referral by some networks to, or by some network executives to Icon's management, the network reiterates its earlier statement that it did not authorize the co-management contract with Icon's management. Concrete actions have been taken and penalties have been imposed on the executives who were found liable. The network found no proof of her allegation that there was an under-the-table deal between GMA AC and Icon's management. The network has a policy of prohibiting and penalizing any such under-the-table deal between any of its executives and employees and others dealing with the network. This policy is strictly enforced and implemented. If Sara can prove later her accusation against Icons and GMA AC, the network will not only stop dealing with Icons but will also penalize those who are guilty of such anomaly. Sara also mentioned that non-Icons talents like her are treated unfairly. The network's substantial investment in her easily belies this. On top of her being a homegrown exclusive talent of GMA, whom the network developed, trained, and promoted, she's also one of the network's priority stars. GMA artists like Marian Rivera, Ding Dong Dantes, Heart Evangelista, Jeneline Mercado, and other bigger stars than Sara, who are also non-Icons talents, are not complaining about the treatment they are getting from the network. Interestingly, it was after the network required Sara to cancel her illegal co-management contract with Royal Era Entertainment and artist management of Annabel Rama, the mother of Sara's current boyfriend Richard Gutierrez, that she unilaterally declared her going on a one-month leave of absence and started to complain about GMA AC. The co-management contract violated the exclusive terms of Sara's contract with the network. GMA Network would have had no choice but to sue Sara and Royal Era Entertainment for the said breach had they refused to rescind said co-management contract. Sara also tweeted that GMA has yet to pay her for the movie Basement. I don't owe GMA any money. In fact, they still owe me. I finished filming a movie called Basement under GMA Films. We started around August to early September. Until now, I still haven't been paid, not even a down payment. My mother asked my handler many times regarding the payment, and until now, there is no reply, tweets Sara. It was made clear to Sara at the onset that her talent fee will be disbursed after she completes filming. The contract was sent to her in mid-October, but she is on vacation, and the signed contract was returned to GMA Films only on December 14, 2012. But given the network's year-end cutoff for payment processing, requests received after December 10 will only be paid on January 11, 2013. As a special concession, however, the check was made available on January 4, 2013. The delay in the processing of her payment can only be attributed to Sara because she did not immediately return the signed contract to GMA Films. Sara also accused GMA of making a one-sided story about what's happening. There's absolutely no truth to this. Hot TV, through its researcher Malu Santiago, contacted Sarah's handler, Monica Carla Sevillano, who in turn coordinated with Sarah to get her side before the story was aired. Unfortunately, Hot TV did not receive any response from Sarah. GMA Network has concluded its investigation on Sarah's walkout incident in the taping of the network's new primetime program, Indio. Based on the said investigation, Sarah, without any justifiable reason and following only the instructions of Annabel Rama, whom she had illegally signed up then as her co-manager, walked out of the November 9 taping of Indio in Morong Park, Subic, Olongapo City. In her earlier tweets, Sarah mentioned that GMA Artist Center decided to book me for opening of Eat Bulaga the following day, which required me to be in the studio at 8 a.m. to do hair, makeup, and rehearse the production number. I never walked out. I told the producers and PA that I need to go because I still had to travel back to Manila from Subic and be at Eat Bulaga studio by 8 a.m. I did not leave the set. I waited for the producers to say that I can leave. I had permission to leave. This is the complete truth. Upon investigation, however, it was found that GMA AC was not aware of any early morning booking on November 10. As confirmed by its records, the only schedule GMA AC had for Sarah on that day was a technical rehearsal for Party Pilipinas set at 4 p.m. Further, it was on November 24, 2 weeks after the walkout incident, when she finally appeared on Eat Bulaga. Also, based on the network's investigation, the production team of Indio did not give Sarah the permission to leave early. Contrary to what she mentioned in her tweets, they persuaded her to stay and finish her scenes, but to no avail. As a result, the production team was forced to pack up the taping and incur substantial, additional, and unnecessary costs. The network has endorsed the matter to Bello, Gozon, Elma, Parel, Asuncion, and Lucila, or BGE Law, for the filing of a complaint against Sarah so that the court may determine who between the parties is correct, telling the truth, or lying. After the complaint is filed in court, the network will no longer publicly comment on the case except through the pleadings filed in court in compliance with the rule on sub judice to avoid influencing the decision the court may render on the case.